Oh, sorry. Am I starting? Are you starting, Samesh? Or do I start?
Yeah, generally in this club, the Toastmaster is starting the meeting.
All
So
right.
let's do that. Thank you.
I was just being the president, Mr. President. Hello, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Personal Growth Leaders Online Toastmasters Club. And here today on the 9th of October, 2021, our theme for today is sharing. How fabulous. Now, what we have in life are these idioms, and by their very nature, they tend to break logical rules and thought. However, they are used and accepted because they're said. So for an example, the idiom, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. What does it mean? We share and we care. The essence of that idiom is that sharing is an act of kindness. When we offer something of our own to somebody who we believe is in need of it. It could be something like your car, or a skill, your knowledge, but not your favorite chocolate bar. Oh gosh, no. But you may think that in this simplicity of life, that we are here to all help each other. And we can share things in life such as our thoughts, our ideas, and something as simple as a spiritual thought to people, to comfort them. And this whole act of kindness that we have is what brings us together, which embodies that idiom, sharing is caring. And we're all here in Toastmasters, and we share with each other. We share with each other what we have learned, what we can help you to build. And it's a way that we grow together in this wonderful Toastmaster family. So with that in mind, today, let us share thoughts for each other. Let us help each other through our evaluations of being honest and candid and being kind when we do it. So let us share and be caring towards each other. Thank you. Yay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat. We have two wonderful speakers today and evaluations. We will have some table topics, I think, and we are in three halves. The first part is around the speeches. The second part, the evaluations, which will be led by our general evaluator in the feedback part. And topics. Yes, we will have some topics. So first of all, our grammarian today, John, if you could please share with us your role and the word of the day. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you very much, Liz, Toastmaster of the evening or the day or the night, wherever you are. Okay, so the word of the day, as we can see on my other computer, is devotion. I thought we were sharing, you've got a little bit of devotion. It's love, loyalty, or enthusiasm for a person or an activity. And if we go with the theme, it's devotion to Toastmasters, devotion to your loved ones. Yeah, so you share with them, of course. Now, my job until the end, when I give a report, is to look at the usage of your language and pick out some ones that personally I like. And I will also look in to see if there's anything grammatically wrong. And normally when I'm here, I know there's not going to be a lot, if any. So back to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Liz.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grammarian John, for that wonderful devoted word that I'm sure they took such love and loyalty to find. Thank you. Now we will go straight into our prepared speeches. At this moment in time, I cannot see Elizabeth on the screen unless she's hiding behind a different name. Therefore, I would like to ask our second evaluator, Kathleen, if she would please give our first, second, first. Our second evaluator going first, for our second speaker going first. Over to you, Kathleen, for introducing Rosanna. Thank you.
Thank you. You can call me Kathy. Kathleen's just my given name, so it's on my Toastmasters account.
All right.
For our evaluation today, the purpose of the project today is for our member to introduce us or review basic presentation software strategies for creating and using slides to support or enhance a speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate his or her understanding on how to use presentation software, including the creation of slides and incorporating the technology into a speech. Handing it over to my speaker.
Thank you. So with the speech entitled The Voice, 5 to 7 minutes on the clock, Miss Timer, over to you, Roseanne, with The Voice.
Thank you. Let me share my slides because this is my slide presentation. Okay, The Voice. I'm stuck in the rut. No one really values or appreciates me. I'm not making a difference. I'm frustrated and discouraged. I'm stressed out. Everything is urgent. I can't change this. I have no life. I'm burnt out, exhausted. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, this is actually from this book, The 8 Habits, From Effectiveness to Greatness. And the first chapter is called The Pain. Now, why is it using the negative words? And why I'm sharing this is because this is part of the challenge that I have to share it with someone. And I thought that this is a great book, so why not share it? Unfortunately, it's only the first chapter. Now, these are the statistics that's given in this book. There are only 37% said they have a clear understanding of what the organization is trying to achieve and why. And only in 5 was enthusiastic about their teams and organizations' goals. And these are all the statistics. And the statistics goes on. For example, only 10% felt that the organization holds people accountable for results. And these statistics it's the voice that they are hearing. And this is happening to all of us. Actually, why is the 8th habit? We know that Stephen Covey is no longer with us. So it is actually because the world has profoundly changed and we are in the new era. Being effective as an individual and organization is no longer optional in today's world. And we have to find the power of third dimension. And this is not about additional 8 habits from the 7 habits, but it's more than that. And in today's world, what we want to find is actually to find the voice, because each and every one of us have our own voice, which is a unique, personal, and significance. And this is the intersection between talent, need, conscience, and also passion. And how do we find that? Some people, they found their purpose in life and they live a fulfilled life. But some are still probably searching and they don't believe that life could be so fulfilling. You know, like they call you do your work like a hobby, or they call it jobbies and whatever it is. And there is such a thing that exists in this world, but we have to find it. And I want to give you example that for those who have found it. For example, the story of Grameen Bank. Anybody heard of this? This is actually a story of Muhammad Yunus. He's actually a Nobel Prize winner. And he found he's actually not looking for the purpose in the first place. When he was first graduated PhD in economics and started to teach economics to the university students in Bangladesh. And at that point, when he's there, he in the university teaching the university student economics, and every day passing through the university back to his house, he saw famine, people dying on the street uh, because of the bad economy in that country, and they don't have food to eat. And he was thinking like now he's teaching economics, and yet people are dying. So what has gone wrong? So what he is trying to see is that he's just trying to help one person, and that one he saw this one lady, and he's selling a bamboo stool, and he's worked so hard and just earning 2 cents from selling the bamboo. And from that on, he was thinking, why is he working so hard and just get 2 cents? And he further found that actually the bamboo, she didn't have the capital, and the person that gave the capital to buy the bamboo said she can only sell to him, and he's making a lot of money from that. And for just that capital, small capital, that woman suffers so much, just get 2 cents a day for the hard work. So he was thinking that he wanted to help these people, and he went with the student and find a lot more and try to help them. So he went to the bank, but of course the bank don't want to help the poor people. I was from the bank. Yes, the bank don't want to help the poor people, and they think that they would not pay back the money. So what happened was that, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the timer. Okay, is that she just helped one person, and that one person, the bank don't want to help him, so he said, never mind, he'll be the guarantor. And to cut the long story short, every one of them pays him back, but the bank still is not recognize him. And then in the end, he started to form his own bank, which is called the Grameen Bank. And today, Grameen Bank is very successful with 46,000 villages. Start from one person, one village, to 46,000 villages, 20,000 staff members, 1,267 branches. I think in Malaysia we don't have that number of branches, that thousand and thousand of branches, even the biggest bank. That is how his help started, by helping one person. And it is evolved slowly. And this is the whole book is not talking about the pain, the problem, and the solution. But to find the solution, we have to first identify the problem and then the pain. And this is a roadmap to it, so that we can find the purpose in our life. And in life is short. So we live, love, and learn, and leave a legacy. Just like what we are doing here today. Live, love, and learn. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Now, I still cannot see Elizabeth. She's not arrived yet. Elizabeth, are you there?
I saw her joining. She's here.
Oh, hello. Sorry, you are there. I see you now. You were stuck in the corner of my room. Welcome, welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. And now then, for our second speaker, who was the first speaker, is now the second speaker, let me introduce the first evaluator, who's the second evaluator, as the second evaluator. So please give a warm welcome to Anvitha to introduce Elizabeth's speech. Over to you, Anvitha. We lost
Thank you,
Anthony.
Liz. The speaker is attempting a high performance project speech 1, which is about planning and sharing her vision for her project. All the best to the speaker. Back to our Toastmaster Liz.
Thank you so much for that. With the speech 5 to 7 minutes from the Innovative Planning High Performance Leadership, please give a rousing welcome, virtual round of applause to Elizabeth with her title, Eldoret Has Come of Age. Over to you, Elizabeth.
Out of the 20 pregnant men and women who birthed her, only 2 stalwarts have remained to see it come of age. And these 2 are none other than the immediate past president, Kathy Coit, and Mary Diana, a one-time secretary. In any long journey, there are those who give up, there are those who get caught up, and there are those who remain steadfast. Toastmasters and guests, Eldoret Toastmasters has come a long way, and in a few weeks, to be specific, the 13th of November 2021 at 2 p.m. with pomp and color, we shall celebrate our 100th meeting. To say that I am ecstatic is an understatement. As a division director and the current president of this club, the only way I could think of honoring these 2 courageous women who remained consistent until this time, together with all others, is just by having a celebration in their honor to mark this day as Eldoret comes of age. Who would have thought that Eldoret Toastmasters Club would one day be what it is today? Indeed, as Dante says, a mighty flame followeth a tiny spark. The sponsor of the club, DTM Maximila Keitan, and the courageous medical students, Nixon Omulimo, Grace Wandia, and Mercy Gerono, amongst all others. Thank you very much for lighting the tiny spark that has grown to become a big, big, big flame. My vision for the celebration is, first of all, to gather every district leader to Eldoret Club, together with all the charter members. And secondly, to make the event so memorable that it would be effortless for Eldoret Club to give birth to several other clubs. Such a robust plan cannot be implemented by one person. There is power in teamwork. As posited by Henry Ford, the strength of an individual is the team, and the team draws its strength from every individual member. In my planning, I've had 2 groups of people help me plan for this memorable occasion. My guidance team is comprised of 3 great people: my immediate past president, Kathy Coit, our division club growth director, Kenneth Ochieng, and a young dynamic woman from a club outside our division who I think has something to offer. My planning team is made up of all the role takers, and I have purposefully selected one lady from another division within our area who has done a similar project. Has it not been said that it is foolhardy to reinvent the wheel? I am not interested in reinventing the wheel. I am interested in borrowing leaves from various people who have done a similar event just to make my event successful. Our open house event invitation will be specifically to one representative for targeted corporations, institutions of higher learning, and government administrative units within our county. Each representative will be required or asked to carry along his spouse and children so that it becomes a family affair. And that way, I am sure that I'll be able to tap into them. Apart from carrying out a demonstration of what Toastmasters International Meeting is usually like, I will specifically make sure that the children who tag along their parents have memorable experiences as well. We will have activities for them, and we will also try to encourage or to arouse the interest of leadership and communication in them. I would like to mention that cold refreshment will be served together with a huge cake to mark our 100th celebration as we come of age. We are looking forward to having the most memorable occasion for our Eldoret Club on the 13th November 2021 at exactly 2 p.m. Wouldn't you want to be part of this exciting event, even if it is virtually? When the link is shared, please make sure you dial in on the 13th of November 2021. Eldoret comes of age. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Elizabeth. And what wonderful devotion from the club to have achieved such a fabulous milestone. Depending whether it's weekly or fortnightly, I reckon about 3.5 years. Is that right? Two a week? I'm not good at maths. Well done anyway. It's an amazing achievement for the club. And now we're going to the funny part, the bit where we're all ready to go for that impromptu bit. And we have our table topics master this evening, none other than Musa. Musa, are you there? Oh, sorry, sorry, is that the right, Sabir?
Yeah, Musa.
Over to you, Madam Topics Master. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters of the day. Okay, it is Musa Sabaria, or Sabaria is my maiden's name. Righty. Now it's my turn today as a table topic masters. I love this role because this is my devotion to public speaking. Beside public speaking, another devotion of mine is sharing. Sharing is caring. Please share with us about sharing is caring. And today, table topic, I would like to be sharing of sharing. So may I know who's going to be my first sharer this evening? I mean today? Can I see show of hands? Elizabeth, going to do it?
Kosha, raise a hand.
Kaushal, oh, okay, I didn't see. Kaushal, you there?
Yes, I am.
Right. Yeah, okay, Kaushal, my slide. I'm going to share my slide and it says, sharing is caring. So what is your thoughts on sharing is caring? Kaushal, all yours.
Thank you, Madam Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters. I think the best thing one can share is knowledge. That's something we do at every Toastmasters meeting. Every speaker shares knowledge. They give from their own experience. They show that they care just by working hard to prepare a speech. That shows a lot of caring in itself. They show a lot of caring just by showing up at a Toastmasters meeting. A lot of people cannot manage even that. They show a lot of caring by delivering the speech with skill because they want to get that message out. They care about the message and they care about the people receiving the message. That's why I think Toastmasters is perhaps the best example of expressing devotion to the notion that sharing is caring. Madam Topic Master.
Thank you, Kashol. Exactly. I am with you about sharing of knowledge. Sharing of knowledge is the best thing that we do here at Toastmasters. Right, from Kashol, I would like to invite someone we haven't seen for a while, Maria. Maria, are you there?
Yes, Sabari, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not feeling well because of that. I'm not able to turn on my camera, but I would
can you
like to
speak?
attend the question.
All right. Okay, you can speak. Okay, I'll share.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now this is. Oh, are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Okay. The next one will be. Would you, Maria? Would you share the cookie? Will you share the last cookie? Did you see this? Would you share the last cookie? Yes, yours, Maria.
Okay. Thank you so much for this question. So would you share the last cookie? Absolutely. I will not share my last cookie because I love it. I love, and even if my daughter asks, I will not be able to share it because I like that so much. So I can remember the chocolates and the cookies which I make. And especially when it comes to the last part, I would love to go and have it because it has some kind of taste in it. Though you would have tasted many chocolates or cookies, but the last part, it contains some kind of taste and some kind of fulfillment that you would never like to share with anyone, I believe. So absolutely, I will not share the last cookie, but in spite of that, what I will do, I will make it or I will buy. So surely I would do that. But that is my precious part. The last part is my precious part. So I will not share with anyone the last part. In spite of that, I'll take another measure and share it with others because this is human tendency, I believe. I want to be straight of late. I don't want to say yes to all the things because I have seen the struggle by saying yes to all these things. So absolutely, your yes, if you're saying yes, that you should mean it. If you don't mean, if your heart doesn't go to it, then there is no use of offering or giving it to others. So if you're giving, you should give it with full heart. Else, do not give it. That's my policy. So absolutely, I will not share my last cookie or the last lovable thing which I would have. In spite of that, I'll take another measure. Over to you, Sabaria. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the honesty. Maria, just like Kathy said, you are so honest. Here you are. This is your last cookie for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. I would take it.
And it's a double chocolate cookie, and great that you will not share it, but you'll bake many new ones for all of us. That's great.
Oh, I would love to have it. You're just tempting me. Thank you.
Okay. From Maria, we are going to go to Arthur. We haven't heard from Arthur for some time. Arthur, are you there? Would you like to take the next?
Yes, I am here.
One?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm going to share the next one. And it is, tell me, Arthur, about we have lost the art of sharing is caring. What is your thoughts on we have lost the art of sharing is caring? People don't share anymore now, be it coins, be it bread, and things like that. Arthur, all yours. We have lost the art of sharing.
We have lost the art of sharing. I think I disagree. We have mastered the art of sharing. You ask me how? I'm gonna tell you this. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? If your answer is yes, you are going to tell me that people have mastered the art of sharing their lives with everyone uninvited. Table topics master. When you buy a new pair of trousers, you will take it to social media. When you have a nice meal, you are going to take it to social media. In fact, when you get yourself a new girlfriend, you're gonna take her to social media. How much sharing is that? Table topics master. The art of sharing.
Arthur, thank you very much.
Our lives.
Okay, we kind of like didn't hear you properly in the beginning, but the last part we heard you about sharing and girlfriend. That's about things that the only thing that I can hear. Okay, but okay, fine. Can I have another one? I'm okay, Lish. Can I go on? All right, okay. And who shall it be? Fatima, may I call on you? I love this one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the timer, so who's got that time?
John is going to take a time.
Okay.
Fatima,
Yeah.
a candle loses nothing when it lights another candle. A candle loses nothing when it lights another candle. All yours.
This is an interesting question. Now, in my life, since the beginning, I remember as a kid, I have 9 siblings and I'm the eldest. And from there, I started my journey of lighting candles. To me, lighting candles means giving hope, giving the knowledge, and holding their hands to take them where they want. Of course, when you're eldest, you are in charge, you are a leader. And I remember the times we used to run through the house, we used to play, and of course, as the eldest, you will always get canned for being the naughtiest one, being leader, leading all the kids to do mischievous things, going to the neighbors, plucking mangoes and different fruits from other neighbors and slowly running around. That's fun. But ladies and gentlemen, when you grow older, that's when you come out from your childhood, then you grow up, you become wiser. But still, that heart inside me continues. And is at a later age, my wish, my desire has been teaching knowledge. I have been a lecturer, and throughout, I can't see the timer, so I believe I'm up. Thank you so much. I saw my timer, I was looking at it.
Thank you so much, Fatima. Fatima, thank you for lighting that candle for me, because Fatima is my mentor. She told me she don't need to mentor me anymore because she said I have become great. But as a mentor, I believe she will always be my mentor. Thank you so much, Fatima, and also John. Now it is back to you, Liz, my devotion of Table Topic Masters, and I'm going to hand over back to the Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you for those fabulously well done table topics. If we voted, you'd all get a ribbon. And now to the third part of our section today, the evaluation. And to lead us through that section of our club's evaluation bits and bobs, please give a great virtual round of applause to our general evaluator of the day, Teresa. Hey.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Liz. And we had a great meeting so far, and now we're going to go into our evaluators. And our first evaluator this evening is Kathy, and she's going to be evaluating Rosie's speech. Please welcome Kathy.
Excellent. Thank you. Rosie, I loved your speech. Your presentation, I'm familiar with the 7 habits. I was not familiar with the 8 habits, so I'm glad you shared this with us. You know, it goes perfectly with our theme of our club of personal growth. You did a great job covering lots of information. On the typical evaluation things, you did excellent on your clarity, your eye contact. You really couldn't see your gestures because you were really low, but I think it's really cool the way you put yourself, you have your slide behind you and you put yourself in there so we can see you instead of that side by side. It makes it very interesting. And then I have to pick your brain because I don't really know how to do slide presentations. So it's interesting that I'm evaluating this. I don't know how to do the technical part of it, but I really like that you have we can see you and the slide behind you, so it's a little easier to see the slides. But your gestures are a little harder to see because you're we can only see your shoulders up. But eye contact and everything, you did a really great job. Things that you might want to work on, your pacing was a little slower at the beginning of the speech, but then when you saw the timer, you suddenly sped up and your vocal variety and your vocal volume increased on there. So you could tell a little shift. I don't know if you're getting nervous because you realized you had a lot more things that you wanted to share with us, but there was a shift in that. So you might, when you're practicing it, because you can actually get on Zoom or things like that and pace yourself and time yourself just to see, if you're going to be able to get all the information in there. I know it's easy when you're nervous to have a different pace than even when you're practicing. To challenge yourself on this, just because the actual topic was presentation, you do really great on the slides, but there's so much information. Like you showed some full pages of from the books. Your audience is going to naturally gravitate to try to read everything that's on your screen. So you might try to either just put little small snippets on the page or make it where the page is kind of diffused so your audience is not, they're trying to read and they're not listening to you. So it makes it a little distracting. And maybe put a little less information on the slides, things that will enhance it. I'll give you an example on that. On the last slide, you had the live, love, learn, and you had the bullet points underneath. You might just emphasize the live, love, learn, and not put all the bullet points because your audience is not going to have time to read that. And again, it's distracting them. I really loved that you added the story to it. I felt that enhanced it greatly. And I really enjoyed it. You keep getting better and better with every speech you do. And I look forward to your next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kathy, for that excellent evaluation. Our next evaluator this evening, or this morning, or this evening is
Me.
Oh, Anvita. Sorry, Anvita, I did have your name down. Is Anvita, and she will be evaluating Elizabeth. Please welcome Anvita.
Thank you, Teresa. 2 p.m. 13th November 2021 is Eldoret's 100th birthday. I'm going to be there. What about all of you? Good day, Toastmasters, and to Dr. Elizabeth in particular. There were 2 stalwarts, she said, in a raised tone and pitch that immediately immersed me in her speech because that was a very great opening. The second aspect which I like is the language usage. Before the greetings, she used anaphora. She had 3 sentences beginning with, there are those. They not only rhyme, but it was very poetic to listen to. She continued the momentum throughout her speech by using various metaphors, borrowing leaves from various people, tiny spark to a flame. All this created vivid imagery in my mind. The third aspect which I like is the reiteration. She mentioned 2 p.m. November 13, 2021, thrice in a speech. I'm not going to forget this date because of it. I'm sure Even after the event is over, I am going to remember the date because of her reiteration tactic. Moving on to the suggestions, I have 2 of them. You mentioned that you had 2 teams, then you went on to mention the names of your team members. After you finished explaining about your team, I couldn't recall the names of your team members. So probably you can consider popping up a slide to show your team members so that people like me with limited memory can recall the names much more better. The second observation which I had is that probably you can explain about the budget in detail. Probably you mentioned about cool refreshment. What amount was set to that? You mentioned about having activities. What amount? Because budget is an important part of planning. And since you're sharing the details of your planning with us, I felt that budget information also could be shared. Moving back to the positives again, in your speech, you had 2 very powerful quotes about Dante and Henry. The timing of these quotes was very apt. It just beautified your content and made it very interesting. Coming to the objective of your speech, you were supposed to explain your team's composition and lay out the planning details, which you did extremely beautifully. You even covered the minute details of your planning, that is how you had a team member from another division in your team and why. So even such minute elements was covered. This showed that you're a great organizer and meticulous planner. This brought out your leadership skills. In your conclusion, you again invited us to attend your event. This served 2 purposes. One, the objective of your project was met by your speech, and also you got an audience for your event. I'm definitely going to be there. To conclude, great language, content, great planning, few improvement in laying out the budget and slide details will elevate your speech. Back to the general evaluator, Teresa.
Thank you very much, Anvita, for that very comprehensive and excellent evaluation. 2 great evaluators this morning. We will now move on to our grammarian's report. Please welcome our grammarian, John.
Thank you very much, Teresa, our general evaluator. So let's have a look at a devotion. Now, I may have missed a few because I was listening quite intently to a lot of the speakers. But the winner today with 3 devotions was Sabaria. And Liz and Kausal come second with 1 apiece. Now, if I missed anybody else, I'm very sorry. Okay. So some of the words today, a little bit of pronunciation, economics. Be careful how you actually pronounce it. And then I heard something like thoughts, which I thought was thoughts. Okay, so it's some of the pronunciations that we have to look at. Statistics, even I've got to have a problem with that. But statistics goes on, would sound better if statistics go on. Okay, and I'm not going to say that word again. Everything's urgent, but you put is in. Everything's is urgent. You could have left the is out. Everything's urgent because the actual is near enough in there. From that on, could be better from then on, and look out for suffer and suffers. Yeah, the plural and singular in some of those. But the rest were very good. So very well done, everybody in the room. And what did I like tonight? I've pulled out some. I'll start at the bottom. Limited memory. I was just wondering how you have a limited memory. So they came up, wow, that's limited memory. Okay. And a word I've not heard for what I call donkey's years, bits and bobs. I've not heard that for years, you know, bits and bobs. And it just runs off the tongue, doesn't it? Bits and bobs, okay? Grow up, become wiser. I know a lot of people that have grown up and they're no longer wiser than when they were younger. Share from your own experiences. This is very good. Foolhardy to reinvent the wheel. I think that was quite good. I enjoyed that. Memorable occasion, consistent, live, love, learn, and leave a legacy. Personal and unique. I think they're quite good. Share thoughts for each other. I sort of like nostalgic, share the thoughts for each other. The essence. And of course, sharing and caring. So these are some of the words that just popped out when people were talking to me. So back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much to our very devoted grammarian, and he's picked out pronunciation and language. Just goes to show you how devoted he was in this meeting to make sure that we had a great meeting. So thank you very much, John, for reminding us our limited memory. Sometimes you brought it out for us, making it limitless. We will now move on to our timer. Please welcome Fatima.
Woohoo! Finally. I thought I was being called first. Let's see, with devotion, I paid attention to the timing. Of course, I missed that. I had on here devotion, but I think I missed the word. To say. Speaker, Rosie, 7 minutes and 45 seconds. You are over time. Second speaker, Dr. Elizabeth, 6 minutes and 24 seconds within time. Well done. Now moving on to table topic session, Kaushal, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Maria, 2 seconds on the dot.
2 minutes.
And Atta, 1 minute and 17 seconds. Fatima, you are well done. So all within timing. Well done, all the table topic speakers. Moving on to the evaluation section. Kathy, on the dot again, 2 minutes. I don't know how you did it. Well done. And with 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Again, another speaker over time. 2 speakers tonight. Well done to the champions over time, but be careful when you contest. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Timer, keeping us on time. It's so important. For my general evaluation, awe counter. Did we have an awe counter this evening?
Yes, that's me.
Kaushal. Please welcome Kaushal.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator and fellow Toastmasters. Here's my counting report. Before I begin, I want to note that there is a tendency to use the words and, so, but, or because to chain words together. When I say that you had this many ands, just keep that in mind, that that's what I was detecting. I would recommend trying to reduce your ands and so's, but, and because. That will make you slow down your speech. It will help you emphasize your sentences. Somesh, I just heard one off from you when you started the meeting. Liz, as Toastmaster of the meeting, from you, I counted 2 ands or so's. and 3 restarts. John, as grammarian, I heard from you 1 restart, 2 ands or so's, and 7 ums. You tended to say those ums whenever you were looking at your list. Every time you went back to your list, you said Kathy, as an evaluator, I heard from you 2 ums and 5 ands. Rosie, in your speech, I counted 9 ands or so's, 5 restarts, and 2 ums. Anvita, in your evaluation, I heard 1 so. Elizabeth, in your speech, I heard no ahs or ands or so's. So very good. Sabaria, as table topic master, from you, I heard no ahs or ands. For the table topic speeches, I sincerely believe I had no ahs or ands. Maria, from you, I counted 5 ands or so's. Arthur, I did not hear any ums from you. Very good. Fatima, from you, I heard 2 ands or buts. Teresa, as general evaluator, from you, I heard 3 ums and 1 repeat. Fatima, as timer, I heard just 1 very brief restart. And during this report, I did 1 for myself. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Wow. Thank you very much, Kaushal, for that devoted report. You definitely have excellent auditory skills. Can I make an excuse? I was so uptight with my computer this morning. I thought, oh no, I'm losing connection again. So no excuses. For my general evaluators report, what a great meeting. It's always a great meeting coming here. I love it. Our speeches were great, but we'll start with Liz's opening and her theme. What a wonderful theme. We carried it through. I thought, wow. And you gave us a really great beginning, Liz. What a wonderful speech. I'm sure that you could use that as a speech project, because you called us to action, even with our acts of kindness, and bringing it all together, and just simply that sharing is caring, and be kind to one another. So as general evaluator, I promise I will be kind this evening. John, great word. I'm sorry I didn't use it. As I said, my mind was on techie computer, and of course I wasn't speaking as much in the beginning. Kathy, I felt your evaluation. First, I'll go to Rosie. Rosie, when you came on, I was thinking, oh my goodness, she had a long day today. But as soon as you came on, you were very animated, and your very first slide, I thought, oh, she was actually showing us how it is when you have too much in your mind. So I thought that was a really great thing. So very, very animated, and you challenged me to read the book, as Kathy was saying. And Kathy, you gave her a very good evaluation, and I agree with you about putting yourself in the slide. That's one thing. I want to do that too, because I find that when we just have a slide there and we have to look over to the side to see the speaker, it's not as effective. So having you right there, getting your facial expressions was very wonderful. And of course, yes, the words on the slides, it is very important. Elizabeth, your speech this morning was wonderful. Your project is wonderful, pushing towards that 100th club meeting and celebrating your team members. I'm not sure, was it just my screen, but I had mentioned to her that her screen was fuzzy and that her audio didn't catch up with her actions and her words. So I'm not sure, and I'm not a tech person. Everyone else is clear on my screens, so I wasn't sure if it was my problem or not. And as for Anvita, of course, the 3 things, the 3 parts of her evaluation, I really liked the way that Elizabeth opened, and it was her tone. And Vitha mentioned that you're very good in Vitha picking up language. Wow, I thought I need to copy that skill, or learn that skill. And of course, you gave her the suggestions to grow on, and also you gave her some challenging words. So great evaluation. Overall, as I have already said, our grammarian did an excellent job. John, that's a speech, what you did. And I think it's a lesson for all of us, because we really need to probably go into that, what we're doing as grammarian a little bit further. Timer, of course, I'm not skilled at that job either. So well done, Fatima, for doing that. And Kaushal, as I said, wow, like we need you in all the clubs to help, because that's exactly what our counter is supposed to do. So table topics, I better not forget that. Very well, you kept the theme, and your questions were just wonderful. Your pictures matched. And what I wanted to say was that you did ask members that we haven't heard from or weren't speaking today. So I think that is a really good thing to remember to do. And well done to the people that did speak. I'm sorry I lost connection on Maria, but Maria, I loved your cookie, and you ended up the same way as you started. And all of you that presented, I just ran. I think I'm running out of time. So thank you very much. And I'm going to now pass it over to our chair, or to our Toastmaster, Liz. Have a great day, evening.
Thank you for that, Teresa. What a fabulous meeting, as by all. And look at this, we have 1 minute to go, a whole minute, but we can finish early. Why not? So I will hand over to, maybe, is it Anvitha, maybe, just to, first of all, thank you all. It's been a great meeting. I loved it. And don't forget, keep on sharing and caring, and share our skills and knowledge and everything except your best chocolate bar or the last cookie. And now I'd like to hand to President Samesh. Is that correct? Or do I go to Anvitha to get roles for the next meeting?
Samesh,
over to you.
Thank you very much, Liz. I was actually thinking that the way we start the meeting and end the meeting should be different, as it is done in other clubs. So probably we can start that way. We can start by Sergeant at Arms actually asking, telling about who are there in the meeting today, who are the guests, acknowledging the guests, and then Sergeant at Arms handing over to President, and President starting the meeting and then handing it over to Toastmaster, and then the roles, and then the end by President again. I think that looks a kind of logical way of how many of the clubs do. So I would say, if everyone agrees, we should start doing that. It might bring in a good logical way of starting the meeting and ending the meeting. And in terms of the topic today, sharing, excellent. I think the good thing that we do as a club here is, once the Toastmaster sets the agenda for the meeting, the whole meeting flows in that way. So we had the topics that Sabrina did was related to sharing, and devotion is an amazing word that is actually related to sharing as well. Because when we are devoted to something, we are ready to give ourselves to it. And there is a wonderful saying by Winston Churchill. He says, we make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. Amazing quote. We make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. It's such a profound thought by Winston Churchill. And on that note, thank you so much for giving so much today in this meeting with all the devotion that we have. It's a great meeting once again. Thank you so much. So we close this meeting and we go to the next part, which would be the roles. And then we are going to do the first mastermind today, which will be led by Liz in terms of the Easy Speak. So looking forward to it. Thank you very much.